something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. I am unwritten, can't read my mind, I'm undefined. I'm just beginning, heads in my head, standing unplanned. Staring at the plain page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions, feel the rain on your skin. No one else can feel it for you, only you can let it in. No one else can speak the words on your lips. Let yourself in words unspoken, live your life with thoughts wide open. Erase where your books begin. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. At the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. Staring at the blank page before you, open up the dirty window, let the sun illuminate the words that you cannot find, reaching for something in the distance, so close you can almost taste it. Release your inhibitions. I am unwritten.
My name is Esther George, and I am the salutatorian of Eldon High School's class of 2017. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate you, my peers, for earning your much-deserved spots here. This ceremony is for you, to commemorate all you have worked for, so I will do my best to entertain you for a few minutes. I also wish to congratulate Christian on achieving valedictorian by 1,000th of a grade point. Our race the past 4 years has been an interesting one to say the least, and I do wish you the very best. Before I really begin my speech, I have a few people I want to thank. To my family, I would like to start by thanking my family for fully supporting me throughout my high school career. I don't know what I would have done without their help and patience, and their willingness to put up with all the times that my procrastination left me up till 2 a.m. the night before a paper was due. I want to thank my dad for teaching me how to ride a motorcycle, my mom for always helping me stay motivated and on task, and my sisters for being my shoulders to cry on while simultaneously being my best friends. Aid that without which I would probably not be standing before you here today. To my friends, thank you so much for making the initially daunting idea of high school easier to swallow, and for making the invaluable memories that much more memorable. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. You get the idea. To my teachers and high school faculty, thank you for your unending support and putting up with my countless questions, my goofing off, my mostly done and occasionally food-stained homework, and my somewhat scattered thought processes. I definitely would not be here today if it were not for you. None of us would be. And I believe I speak for all of us when I say that it is difficult to properly express how much your lessons, school-related or life-related, truly meant. Now, my fellow former students, I ask that you humor me for just a moment. I know that we all have graduated and whatnot, but I would like to, if you're willing to listen, talk a little bit about math and statistics. The odds of finding a pearl in an oyster from the ocean is, statistically speaking, about 1 in 12,000. The odds of being struck by lightning are about 1 in 576,000. The odds of getting a royal flush in your first hand of 5 cards is 1 in 649,740. And the odds of you being born in this particular time, place, and circumstances are roughly 1 in 400 trillion. Think about that. 1 in 400 trillion. You are a miracle, a phenomenon, a revelation, all on your own. It is because of this I want you to understand something of the utmost importance. You should never waste your time trying to prove yourself to anyone. If you spend what little time you are given trying to prove you can do things, say things, be things, just for the sake of showing other people that you can, then you will forever remain unfulfilled. Your target audience to impress should be you and no one else. At the end of the day, it does not really matter, and to be honest, nobody really cares. At the end of the day, no matter who you are with or what you have done, you are all you really have. And you should be the only person you're concerned with impressing. Case in point, I have spent all of high school, all of my life even, discreetly or not so discreetly, trying to prove myself to other people. I want to prove to everyone that I'm smart, prove that I'm fast and clever, prove that I can sing, prove that I can act, and prove that I am a dang good flute player. I want to prove that I can clean up well and that my jokes make the whole class laugh just as much as the next person.
I'm trying to block you here, sir.
Predominantly, I want to prove that I am more than my depression, anxiety, and self-doubt. Prove that they do not define me, do not rule me, do not control me. But instead of focusing on myself, I wanted to prove to other people that those problems did not exist, so I hid them. I saved my tears for the shower floor and saved my face for the hallways, because all I wanted was to prove people that I was strong, and I was capable, and I was fine. But I wasn't. Then I realized that soon I am going to be leaving behind all the people I thought I needed to prove myself to. In a few short months, I am going to be going off to college, alone, by myself, in the unfamiliar. Most of us will be. Adults can give you advice and teach you lessons, but you will not know what the world is really like until you have left here and jumped into it head first. In order to survive in that kind of world, you need to be a person that you are capable of being alone with. That is why it is so immensely important that you prove that you can do all of these different things to yourself. Out there will always be someone a little faster than you, a little stronger than you, a little prettier than you, a little smarter than you. But I want to tell you that you are not defined by whatever place you come in. Whether it be first, second, third, or no place at all, you are not defined by any competition. You are defined by your character, and you are worth more than any title you have earned. You are worth more than how you were raised or whatever workforce you are being prepared for. There will always be someone better than you, but better is a relative term. God wants your best, not your better than. Stephen Curtis Chapman. I have spent my whole life so far trying to prove myself to other people. I don't want to do that anymore. Mark Twain once said, "The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why." The time has come for us to do just that. Figure out what we are meant to do, who we are meant to be. Now, if you know me, you know I have no idea what I'm going to be good for after high school. When I do figure it out, I'm going to set high goals, and I'll be condemned if I don't try my hardest to reach for them, which I cannot do effectively if I'm not doing it for myself. Leaving high school is about starting anew, shedding the weight of what you used to be, and figuring out why you beat the odds 4 trillion to 1 to be here today, to leave here today, to do something, anything. And you can't do that if you are trying to prove things to anyone but yourself. You're more than whatever you try to prove you can be. So don't prove it, just do it, because I know you can. There's a poem that I want to share with you that I feel encompasses the potential that lies within each of us. I know that sounds agonizingly cliche, but it is the truth. Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs and the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them, but about the only thing you can't do is ignore them, because they change things. They push the human race forward, and while some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius, because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do. Rob Siltonet. Eldon High School Class of 2017, I implore you, be the crazy ones, be the rebels, be the people who change the world. Thank you.
Upon entering high school, if you would have told me that I would be here giving a speech at graduation, I would have informed you that I would do anything in my power to avoid speaking in front of an audience like this. So much, in fact, that I had plotted to bomb English senior year. Ultimately, I decided against that, but I'm not sure if it was because I was more afraid of my parents or Mrs. Henley. I'd like to take a moment to thank all those who were responsible for me being here in the first place. A great deal of my success is owed to my family, who have always wished me to succeed. The staff of our school district, from kindergarten to senior year, have forced me to give nothing less than my best, day in and day out, and for that I am thankful. And finally, to my friends. At times, it seemed like some of you wanted me to be up here more than I did. You know who you are. Your support means more than you will ever know. Behind each of us, there have been family members, teachers and coaches and administrators, and peers who have helped us get this far and will continue to help us along the exciting journey ahead. The thank you is in order. There's a quote I'd like to talk about. It's on the wall by the main office, and sorry, Mrs. Harwood, I'm not referring to that to prepare every Mustang one. But if you're anything like me, and for the past 4 years you aimlessly walk from class to class, you may have never looked at it. It goes. It gets laughed at because it is a small town, but nevertheless, it is a place where great men may be born any day. Henry David Thoreau. Standing before you today, there are not truer words that have ever been spoken. That is evident on the football field and the basketball court, in the shop and in the art room, and on the stage and in the classroom. This small town we have come to know as our home has raised us, supported us, and now the time has come to make it proud. The class of 2017 is full of great men and women destined to achieve amazing things. As we leave here, a town unknown by an overwhelming majority of the world, it is our task to carve a place out for ourselves. We will part here and settle into new cities, whether that be Nashville, Tennessee, Go Doors, or Springfield, Missouri. That can be exciting. That can be scary. But do not forget that what we do tomorrow, where we go once we leave this ceremony, matters. The power to change the world and change lives is with us. It all depends on where we go from here. There are two ways we can choose to go: the path of progress or the path of stagnation. We can continue to learn, grow, and push ourselves, or we can become complacent, rest on what we have achieved. Which will you choose? The path of progress will never be an easy one, but that is a good gauge of its worth. Fortune favors the bold, so go out and choose your future. Do not let it be chosen for you. And as we pursue our dreams, there are a few things to keep in mind. Success is not measured in dollar amounts or followers. Success is a daily battle to learn something new, to push the boundaries of what you thought was possible, and to help someone in need. Each day you have an opportunity to use what you have learned, to capitalize on the sacrifices others have made for you, and to write a new page of your story. Who you become, what you achieve, how far you go, will largely depend on how you take advantage of this opportunity. In closing, I'll leave you with this. Deuteronomy 31:8 says, "The Lord himself goes before you and will be with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. Do not be afraid. Do not be discouraged." These are wise words that I hope will follow you. Here's to the class of 2017. May we all dream big and dream bold. I wish you the best of luck and wait to see what you accomplish. Thank you and God bless.